Hey, what's up? It's NIKIBRAH. Welcome from Russia, from the Caspian Sea. We are here close by to the Special Forces facility where I'm at the survival training camp. What we are doing is fishing, hunting, just overall survival training. And today we are going to talk about the Jägermeister. Not the beverage, but the ancient profession of the Jägermeister. Nowadays, who's the coolest guy on the block? The guy who has the coolest car, the coolest watch, the coolest red jacket. But back in the day, who was the coolest guy on the block? Lords and counts and princes and kings, their favorite hobby was hunting. And to be the coolest guy on the block, you have to get the trophy deer and the trophy boar and the trophy bear and a trophy rabbit. So if you want to be the coolest guy on the block in medieval times, you need to be a very good hunter, or at least get a very big animal during your hunts. And for this, the rich people, the counts and lords and kings, they had a Jägermeister. And the Jägermeister, he lived in the forest in his hut and he specialized in hunting. So he knew every single nuance about hunting. He knew what weapons to use, where to set up the traps, where the animals live. He knew everything about weather and nature conditions. So he was able to say, oh, the wind is blowing from this direction and the humidity is like this. So we have to set up the trap here on this path, for example. So he knew every single nuance. He was able to gather lots of information and to make conclusion where to hunt, for what animal to hunt, and so on and so on. So the Jägermeister, he was a big shortcut for the rich people to get their trophy animal, because he was the experienced one. The kings and counts and lords who wanted to get the biggest animal, all they had to do was to execute, basically, because they were not as experienced as the Jägermeister. They did not live in the forest, so they rely on the Jägermeister to, well, basically to organize them the biggest possible trophy animal. So they're the coolest guy on the blocks. Now we came from Moscow and we had a very long way here to the Caspian Sea. We had to take the car, we had to take the plane, we had to take the helicopter, we had to take the boat to come to the facility. And we are very experienced people. So especially the Special Forces guys, they're way more experienced than me. But I would not consider myself a beginner when it comes to fishing. So we are experienced guys and we still are getting a Jägermeister here. A guy who's a local, who knows everything about this territory here, who knows everything about this special location. Even though we are experienced guys, we still rely on a local Jägermeister because we had such a long way to come here, and we will make sure we will get a trophy fish or trophy animal here. So we don't waste time, basically, and we keep it efficient. So the local Jägermeister tells us, okay, look at this water level right here, or look at the seagulls flying in the sky, or look at the wind is blowing from the sea, and so on and so on. So he is able to pinpoint certain things from nature. He's able to gather information to make conclusion, to tell us, okay, if you want to catch the biggest fish today, we have to go this direction, and this is where we will find the fish, basically, because the local Jägermeister, he knows. He's a special guy. He is specialized here in this special location. So why are we talking about all this? Because I saw a huge parallel to fitness, nutrition, health, sports, and so on and so on. Why? Because if you want to have such a cheat code and such a shortcut for your personal transformation, to reach your goals fast, to keep it efficient, you need your own personal Jägermeister. Because a Jägermeister, he knows exactly what to do, so you save time, energy, and health. So we keep it efficient at all times, basically. If you own your own, like the poor guys from medieval times, you will never catch a trophy rabbit. You will never catch a trophy bear, basically. You will never be able to hunt down the biggest bear in the forest because you don't have that much experience as the Jägermeister. The guys who have the Jägermeister, they will always stay ahead of competition. Speaking of competitions, my clients, I made 12 first placings in bodybuilding competitions in a row. I did not have a client who made second place for more than probably 6 years now. So I made 12 champions, 12 number one placings in a row, because I am like a Jägermeister when it comes to fitness. This is my personal forest, this is my personal territory, where I know all the nuances and details, where I'm able to gather certain information and to pinpoint, okay, this is how we have to approach it, this is how we keep it time efficient, this is how we save energy right here. So it's like a huge cheat code and huge shortcut basically. And I mean, 12 champions and 12 number one placings, there's a certain pattern, you know, it's proven that it works. So this is why Jägermeister is highly important when it comes to your personal progress, because you will be able to make progress, let's say in 1 year, that without the Jägermeister is only possible in 3 or 4 or 5 years, because without the Jägermeister you just don't have the shortcuts, you don't have the knowledge, and you don't know what to execute basically in the end. The Jägermeister, he gathers information, he makes conclusions to make a shortcut for you basically, so you reach your goals very, very fast. You basically, you will rely on him and he will organize everything for you. Everything you have to do is just execute, and that's it. The Jägermeister knows exactly what to do. So I saw this huge parallel here to Jägermeister is also something like a coach. So if you want to have your own personal Jägermeister who looks at your personal individual situation, who looks at your personal individual goal, whether it's fat loss, whether it's muscle gain, whether it's metabolic or hormonal recomposition, this is my territory, this is my forest, I'm the Jägermeister. And if you want to keep it 1000% efficient, if you want to save time and energy and health, if you want to perform at 1000%, as always, you can message me on my social media, on my page NIKIBRAH.com, and I will help you to get your trophy deer and trophy bear and trophy rabbit, because, well, now, let's say 12 trophy bears in a row. It's the hardest thing to win a bodybuilding competition. It's way harder than just to do a 20 kilogram fat loss transformation. Bodybuilding competitions is one of the most complex constellations when it comes to transformations, because not only you have to make a crazy transformation, you have to pinpoint the timing to the hour of the day of the competition. You have to look great at 3 p.m. and no one cares how you look at 5 p.m. basically, because at 3 p.m. you get judged. So not only you have to make a great transformation, you have to pinpoint and time your transformation to the hour. I mean, this is an art, and 12 times in a row means I'm probably the best Jägermeister you can get. So if you need a perfect Jägermeister who knows all the nuances, where is the wind blowing from, how's the water level in fitness, how's your hormonal situation, how's your metabolic situation, how's your training situation, we will find out. I will look at your situation, pinpoint problems, we will improve, I will adjust. All you have to do is just execute. We will keep it as efficient as possible, so you will make your transformation as time efficient as possible, and I promise you will make a great transformation, let's say in a year, that without a Jägermeister you may get only after 3, 4, 5 years. So this was NIKIBRAH from the Caspian Sea, from the Special Forces. We will continue our survival training. I hope you enjoyed this video from this special, unordinary location, and I will see you in the next video, also probably from another exotic location. Take care, guys.